Hello students, I am Dr. Komal Rathod, Assistant Professor of Kumar Bhritya, Faculty of Ayurvedic Science in Jayoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. So students, today's topic is nutritional disorder. Nutritional disorder according to modern science and according to Ayurvedic text. So first of all, introduction. Undernutrition is a condition in which there is inadequate consumption, poor absorption, and excessive loss of nutrients. The term malnutrition refers to both undernutrition as well as overnutrition. However, sometimes malnutrition and PEM, protein energy malnutrition, are used interchangeable with undernutrition. Growth, growing children are growing children are most vulnerable to its consequence. Their nutritional status is a sensitive indicator of community health and nutrition. Those who indulge in what promoting diet, physically exercise, excessive sexual intercourse, strenuous study, anxiety, wakefulness at night, thirsty, hunger, taking of estrogens, partial starvation, etc., circulating, rest begin being reduced in quantity, fails to nourish the tissue due to insufficiency. Hence, extreme fascia means leanness and emaciations occur. So, receive etiological factors, diet and physical work. So according to Ayurveda, that's all Nidan. And it's all Nidan Sevan, Vat Vardak Ahar Vihar, vitiated of Vat formation of arm. So it's doing Agni Dushti. Agni Dushti causes Dhatuk Shay. So Dhatuk Shay, inadequate Ras Dhatu and improper absorption due to formation of Sam Ahar. So Shoshit Ras Dhatu fail to nourish tissue due to insufficiency. Undernourished Ras Dhatu Shushka circulate in the whole body. All dhatu or tissue not gets nourishment due to alp shushka ras dhatu. So that's all steps cause karsha. Karsha means leanness. So what is the sign and symptom? The lean person has shushk sphic udar griva means dried up buttock, abdomen and neck. According to Ayurveda, shushk sphic udar griva. Dhamani Jal Santata means prominent vascular network in the whole body structure. Twag Asti Shesho Ati Krasho, remnant of skin and bone, means the skeleton is seen over the whole body. So, Sthul Parva, continuous in this session. Sthul Parva means thick joints. Vyayam Ati Sahatyam. The overlean does not tolerate physically exercise over saturation. Kast Pipasamya Aushadham does not tolerate high in toxicity of hunger, thirst, and disease and drug. Ati Shoshitam Mathuna, too much of cold, sheath, and sexual intercourse. So that's all of the cause and sign and symptoms of lean Purush according to Ayurveda. So in the modern, they all are correlate with failure of thrive. Failure of thrive is a descriptive term rather than diagnosis, and it's used for infant and children up to 5 years of age whose physical growth is significant less than their peers some age and sex. Failure to thrive usually refers to weight below third or fifth percentile. Failure to gain weight time or a change in a rate of growth that has crossed two major centers, example 75% to 50 over the period of time. So the children present with poor growth often associate with poor development and cognitive function. The degree of the degree of failure to thrive is usually measured by calculating weight height or weight for height as percentage to the median value for based on appropriate growth chart. And the second one, we can compare Kashya according to Ayurveda and modern protein energy malnutrition. The World Health Organization defined PEM as a range of pathological conditions arising from coincidentally lack in varying proportion of protein and calorie, occurring most frequently in infant and young children and commonly associated with infection. IAP classification of malnutrition. So this classification is based on weight for age value. So here is grading of malnutrition and weight for age. So normally grade 1 more than 80%, and grade 2 71 to 80 mild malnutrition, and grade, grade 2 normal is more than 80, grade 1 71 to 80 mild malnutrition, and grade 2 61 to 70 moderate malnutrition, grade 3 51 to 60% weight for age severe malnutrition, and grade 4 is less than 50 very severe malnutrition. So here is the grading of protein energy malnutrition. And the second one is marasmus. Marasmus, it is the characterized by marked wasting of fat or muscle as these are consumed to make energy. The main sign is severe wasting. The child appear very thin, skin and bone. According to Ayurveda, Kashya is the very similar term to marasmus. There is severe wasting of shoulder, buttocks, and thigh. The loss of buccal pad of fat create the age and wrinkle appearance that they have been referred to as a monkey faces. Baggy pant appearance refers to loose skin of the buttock hanging down. Axillary pad of at may also be diminished. Affecting children may to alert in spite of their condition. There is no edema. It is very important. In the marasmus disease, there is no edema at all in the body parts. So, in the other half, kwashiorkor, it is usually affected children age 1 to 4 years. The main sign is pitting edema, and the whole body of causing kwashiorkor disease is the pitting edema, means swollen children and swollen baby. Children was have a fat sugar baby appearance. Edema range from mild to gross and may represent up to 5 to 20% of the body. Muscle wasting always present and child unable to stand or walk. The skin lesions consist of increased pigmentation. Desquamation and dyspigmentation may confluent, resembling flaky paint or in the individual enamel spot. It is very important. The skin lesion consists of increased pigmentation. Desquamation and dyspigmentation on may confluent, resembling flaky paints or in the individual enamel spots. So, patchy may be seen over abdomen, smooth tongue, cheilosis, and angular stomatitis may be seen, and the herpes simplex stomatitis also be seen in the kwashiorkor. It is very important. A flex sign, which are the alternate bands of hypopigmented and normal pigmented hair pattern, is seen when the growth of the child occur in the student hair loss their luster and are easily pluckable, means it is easily plucked off his hair. Mental changes include unhappiness, apathy, and irritability with sad, intermittent crying. So neurological changes seen during recovery, anorexia, vomiting, abdominal distensions, and stool may watery or semi-solid, bulky with low pH, and may contain unabsorbed sugar. Anemia present as a mild PEM but with greater severity. Prolonged circulating time, bradycardia, diminished cardiac output, and hypotension is seen in kwashiorkor. So glomerular filtration and renal plasma low are diminished. So that's all about kwashiorkor. So it is very important, and I will be describing broadly in the other session of PEM session. So it's all about protein energy malnutrition, marasmus, and kwashiorkor in the nutritional disorder according to modern science. So in the next session we will talk about nutritional disorder according to Ayurvedic test. So it's all about that session. Hope this video is very informative to you. So we will meet soon in the next session of nutritional disorder part 2 Ayurvedic concept.